Hylics 2 is surrealism extracted, concentrated, baked, sculpted, and mastered. Hylics 2 is the Spider-Man 2 of RPG Maker game sequels. In fact, Hylics 2 might be one of the best game sequels I've seen in gaming, period. This game was probably one of my most anticipated projects for a year or two, and honestly, I was all in on the hype train. Today I'm going to discuss the various improvements this game makes over its predecessor, and how it masterfully crafts an experience that is not only unique, but surpasses the original. This is Sleep, and welcome to Hylics 2. Hylics 2 opens up with some strange visuals, followed by Wayne waking up in his house. Here you embark on your journey to prevent a bunch of followers of the evil Gibby as they attempt to resurrect him and cause havoc, meeting and grouping with your various friends along the way. As you can tell, the plot is immediately a lot more coherent compared to the first game. Something also more coherent is the dialogue and general game design when it comes to conveying to you how to progress. Like, take for example, these cables spread all over the world with the button puzzles. It makes getting lost in these bigger maze-like areas a lot less annoying without explicitly removing exploration. Exploration, in fact, has been improved upon with the new capabilities of the Unity engine, like for example the fly and roll moves. These moves really feel great and have some godlike sound design to them. Like seriously, these new movement options feel like something they would add into a new amazing 90s platformer classic that would revolutionize their respective series. Another thing this game improves upon with the new engine is the visuals. Like, holy fucking shit, I love the visuals for this game. The battle animations for the enemies is something I can only describe as mesmerizing. These idle animations alone might make this game have some of the most beautiful battle sequences in an RPG I've ever seen, but nope, Mason Lindroth went above and beyond to create some of the coolest, weirdest, and most complex looking moves when it comes to animation that I've seen in an RPG. Like, goddamn, some of these are just absolutely mesmerizing. The mix of weird hand animations that build on the first game's first-person perspective to just the shapes and colors. It just oozes style you can't find anywhere else in gaming. While we're talking about the visuals, can we talk about the amazing fucking world Lindroth was able to build here using 3D models without removing the charm and look of the clay world Hylics 1 created? Like, he uses these blobby cel-shaded islands with these clay textures and it just fucking looks beautiful. Lindroth not only expanded and improved upon the stuff he had already made with the foundation from the original Hylics, but also expanded into different genres. Speaking of different genres, let's dive into the gameplay. While the gameplay of the original Hylics was a simple RPG game with little to no challenge, the gameplay of Hylics 2 is a whole other beast. Let's start with the RPG gameplay. The RPG gameplay of Hylics, while still has the simplicity of the first game, has a lot more of a compact and fun gameplay loop to it. The variety of new items and character-specific moves gives a lot of purpose to what you're doing compared to the original. Something I really liked was the new slap move you can use in the overworld to get the initiative. This move kinda acts like the attacking shadows from behind in the Persona series to get the attack first. It's honestly a really good way to kind of force your players to engage in battle. Also, another use for this overworld slap move is the bugs in certain NPCs you can slap to gain back will and flesh. It's a super satisfying and fun way to reward players for exploring or helping them out after a battle, and I'm a huge fan of it. Something newer Lindroth added was the new flight system in this game. Later in the game you'll get your own ship, which is used as a way to get to newer areas in a fun and interesting way. Also in the ship you can talk to your companions to get a recap on where you need to go if you ever get lost, which I love. Another thing I gotta mention is the platforming segments. There's these really great platformer minigame segments that appear a couple times through the game where you get a lot of currency and some keys. It's a really cool addition and adds in some fun variety in this already great experience. One thing I'm kind of mixed on is the little first-person maze later into the game. It's like this minigame where you need to navigate through a lot of these same looking rooms for random invisible melting walls that will open up new paths. Besides that, everything else is absolutely great. Man, I absolutely adore this game. It's just the artistic expression Lindroth was able to show off. Also, shouts to Chuck Salomon, the musician brought on for a fair bit of the music of this game. Like, my god, these tracks are some god-tier soundtrack contributions, and they fit so well with the freeform feel Lindroth has created with this and the previous game's soundtrack. Both he and Lindroth create a psychedelic experience in terms of music that feels straight out of the early 70s. This mixed with the visuals make for an experience that I can only describe as an MTV 90s commercial segment mixed in with a playable music album, creating a truly immaculate experience worth the price of admission. Overall, I fucking adore this game and look forward to whatever endeavors Mason Lindroth and Chuck Salomon embark on in the future. This is Sleep, and I hope to see you guys later. Goodbye!